This episode of Irritable Dad Syndrome is brought to you completely ad-free thanks to our friends at Meemaw's Country Kitchen Cheese Titties. Enjoy.
Why do I look like that?
I don't know.
You don't look like that.
No.
They don't call me the Spielberg of the podcast for nothing. There we go. Well,
Okay.
now I'm all jacked up.
They don't call you the Spielberg.
We look very colorful. We look like candy. We look like we're selling candy to...
Come have
Weirdos.
some candy.
Turtles do not pap smeg. The poor things are riddled with a myriad of diseases. You may as well tie a leash around a raw chicken cutlet.
Welcome to Irritable Dad Syndrome. Feel free to use us as an emergency contact. Please give it up for your hosts, Mike and Darren.
Hi, I'm Darren.
I'm Mike.
Welcome to Irritable Dad Syndrome, Cincinnati's comedy podcast. This is episode 295. I am very happy to be here. I've been, for like the last hour, I've been taking crap from Mike, but I am not going to let Mike's negative vibe run off on me because I'm in a very good mood. I had a good day at work today, and it's getting sunnier outside. I had a good meal, and I'm ready to knock out what could possibly be the best podcast we've ever recorded.
I'm in a good mood.
Welcome to the show.
I've jammed some coffee into my face. I made it at 7, but like Darren said, for the past hour, we've been bitching at each other.
You've been bitching at me.
He walked into my house and asked me to do an unspeakable act. One of the things we're going to be talking about is
No. You can't say Darren asked me to do an unspeakable act and then just move on from there. I didn't ask you for...
I've given them all the information that they need. Moving on.
Okay.
One of the things we're going to be talking about briefly, I've been told I need to be brief,
I asked if I could borrow one of his albums.
is the unspeakable act. We are retooling Irritable Dad Syndrome as you know it. And
Yes.
I am on a timer now. I can't speak for long. So we are changing up Patreon, changing up all the tiers. If you follow us on our social media, you saw this, what I consider to be the best picture ever taken of us.
Oh, yeah.
Retooled to make us look a little better.
Oh, man, you look sexy as hell.
Announcing that we're retooling the Patreon levels. I'm super, super excited, and I can't say much more than that, but we're going to have much more interaction, we're going to have more additional content that's available only at Patreon.
Yes.
Now is the perfect time. So we're planning on kicking this off around episode 300. This is currently 295.
Yes.
There's some time to get on there, and boy, howdy, there is a ton of stuff on there. Inside jokes, unedited, all kinds of stuff to get caught up on.
Yeah.
If you want to take this ride with us.
Yeah.
That's all I'm allowed to say.
Yeah.
Watch out for around episode 300. And
Yeah.
I also want to point out that we have some new listeners. We just got we got a butterfly badge.
Welcome. Oh,
We got a butterfly sticker from,
That was awesome.
from Boomer Book. It said, hey, you make stuff that sucks less after 5 years of doing this.
Yes.
After year after year after year of
Yes,
telling your
yes.
wife and kids, Daddy's does doing this for the family, and we're going to
Yeah.
do well. Here we are. But we got our butterfly badge.
We got our butterfly badge.
So we're
We
excited.
suck less.
Welcome to the new listeners.
Yeah. It's very exciting, and I'm proud to have received said badge. And very excited. I'm proud of this podcast. I'm happy to do it. This is one of the joys of I love every episode, and I love putting the podcast together.
It's fun as hell. It's fun as hell.
It's a
doing
lot
it.
of fun. If
Please.
it wasn't so much fun, we wouldn't keep doing it.
I'm not going to overstate how much I like the butterfly badge.
Yeah.
And in order to keep it, y'all need to share,
Yes.
like, follow us, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, go check out the really cool stuff on Patreon.
Yeah. And speaking of Patreon, what could possibly be the greatest deleted clip is going on the week this episode drops. Last week, I was referring to one of our patrons, and boy, did I accidentally use a word that you're not supposed to use. And then we went off on a tangent about other things you're not supposed to talk about. And they're like, we need to shut up because we're not supposed to be talking about any of this.
So,
but
it's
that clip.
Yeah.
And sadly, is one of the funniest moments of the 5 years we've been on air doing this. That's available on Patreon.
Yeah, Darren started with an unspeakable word. He spake it.
I did.
And then as we tried to dig ourselves out of that hole,
Just kept getting
oh
worse.
my Lord.
And I didn't mean to do it.
Yeah,
I really, really did not mean to do it.
So
and
I was playing it.
Over time, there were words that people used to use.
Yes.
And we have since said...
Some of them were used decades ago.
We can't use those words anymore.
No.
And so we put those words away.
We opened that drawer and pulled them back out.
And unintentionally.
So
to
quote Bess, because I was playing it and I was laughing myself silly in the editing area.
Yeah.
She said, a quote, "Why did he say that?" Moving on.
Hi, I'm Moira Rose, and if you love fruit wine as much as I do, then you'll appreciate the craftsmanship and quality of a local vintner who brings the muskmelon goodness to his oak Chardonnay and the dazzling peach Bat Pull to his Riesling Rioja. Come taste the difference good fruit can make in your wine. You'll remember the experience, and you'll remember the name, Herb Ervlinger. Bert Herngreif. Irv Herblinger.
One of the worst things that could have happened this week. The lovely, the hilarious, the extremely talented, the amazing Catherine O'Hara passed away. And I was crushed. I'm still crushed. And I have went down the rabbit hole of watching old interviews with her, watching old appearances. We started watching Schitt's Creek with the kids.
Is she in that? I haven't seen it yet. That's on my list of.
Is she in that?
That's one of my list of things to watch.
Yes, she's in that. She's one of the 4 main stars in Schitt's Creek. It's Catherine O'Hara, Eugene Levy, and then Dan Levy is Eugene's son.
Yeah.
And he and Eugene created the show. And those 3, along with Annie, I can't remember Annie's last name.
Annie Potts.
No, it's not Annie Potts. But the 4 of them are hysterical. And so we've been watching Schitt's Creek over again. Honestly, it's kind of difficult watching it, even though it's so hilarious, but I'll be laughing myself sick at Moira, which is Catherine O'Hara's character. And then after the episode, I get kind of sad because she's gone. And she was only 71. Okay. She was nowhere close to being retired. She was still on The Last of Us. She was in the studio with Seth Rogen. She was nominated for 2 Emmy Awards last year and then the year before. Just still vibrant and funny and just kind and charming. And she's gone. And I am heartbroken. And we're going to go back. We were going to watch Best in Show again and A Mighty Wind and Waiting for Guffman. And then after we get through all that, I'm going to dive even deeper and I'm going to start watching more of SCTV, which she started with John Candy and Eugene Levy and Martin Short and Andrea Martin. And SCTV, when you look back at that, there were no dull knives in that drawer.
No.
Okay. Every single person who got their start on SCTV went on to become just legendary, hilarious people. And so, but my God, do I miss Catherine O'Hara. And I'm so sorry she's gone. And she had a brief illness, and I don't know what it was, but she's only 71, and she should have been with us a lot longer. So, Catherine, we love you, and we miss you. And, oh, man. Boy, I got a kick out of your wife the other day. She made a post on the Facebook. She said that one of her sons was giving her a hard time because he did not want to wear his coat when it was, -5 outside?
Yeah.
And you and I, we're not the first parents to ask this question, and we won't be the last. But I want to know, what's the deal with the coat?
We didn't even talk about it when I got home.
What is the deal? Is it stubbornness? Are kids just extremely, is blood boiling and running through their veins because they just can't possibly be any warmer? Why do they fight you on the coat? And then in the summertime, that's when they wear the beanie.
Yeah.
And I've never claimed to be a good father. I do the best I can with what I got, but I do not understand because my son was going to work the other night and we said, be sure and put on your warm coat. Oh, I'll be fine. We're like, put on your warm coat. you are going to put on your warm coat, or I am going to go to work with you and hold your hand with your coat on and make sure that you wear it, because he delivers food to people in the drive-thru.
Yeah.
Who go, so he's constantly
gotta
going
be out there.
We're just like, so we make sure that he puts on a long sleeve shirt under his work uniform shirt, which he's allowed to. And I called his boss and I said, can he wear a beanie? And he says, yeah, he can wear a beanie so he can keep his ears warm.
Is there another name for that besides beanie?
I used to call it a toboggan growing up.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that.
No.
That's a Southern thing, because I did that.
Is that a Southern thing?
It is, because when I went to OU and I met Tay and I put a toboggan on,
right,
he just stared at me. You met Tay.
Oh, yeah, Tay's a good guy.
He's like, you don't have a sled on your head.
That's right.
And I didn't know what he was talking about. He didn't know what I was talking about. But yeah, we never really saw eye to eye on language. I would say 15 till, like it's 15 till.
But he says a quarter till.
He says a quarter of.
Quarter of. Oh.
I'm like, quarter of what? Quarter of milk? What are you doing? That's not. You're measuring liquids. I'm over here trying to talk about time.
Yeah.
We were at odds a few times.
Yeah. But what's with the coat?
I think it's just a pain in the ass. Sometimes I don't wear one because I'm only going from here to the car, and I don't want to deal with the coat. I don't want your arms for a minute there, for like 20 or 30 seconds, you're defenseless. If a bear or somebody came into your house with a weapon, your arms are all taken up by the sleeves, and you can't defend yourself properly.
Well, I will say, Cameron and I went to my mom's house to shovel her driveway last week, and he was leaving, and he had on a long sleeve shirt and he had on pants. And Libby's got out his a coat that she had bought for him that he never wore. He didn't even know he had it. He says, how do I not know that? Because you don't go in the closet getting a coat. And so she says, you're wearing the coat. And so he wore it, but he fought us on it.
Yeah. And
then we're out shoveling my mom's driveway for an hour and a half. And he comes home. He says, you know what, Mom? I'm glad I wore the coat. Like, but why did we have to make you? I just don't understand.
I've got a coat story. Can I tell my coat story?
Sure, it's your podcast.
Okay, Bess, I know you're listening, so listen up.
I remember when
here we go.
We went on a double date one time, and you didn't wear a coat, and you were freezing. Yep. And I loved it because I wouldn't stop talking.
Yeah.
Because we'd walked out, and you guys are getting ready to split off and go to your car. And then, there was that one time you were that was fun. You were shivering.
So back in, let's say, 1999,
1999.
My dad got me a very nice coat, winter coat, because I didn't have one. It was green. It was a ski, I think it was like a ski coat.
Oh,
Columbia something.
Yeah,
one of those. One of them
padded ones.
One of them fancy brands.
Yep.
And I wore it, and I've had that coat since then. 26 years. It was my coat for about a couple of weeks, and then Bess wanted to borrow it.
Oh, I know where this story's going.
And she has worn that coat.
And you never got it back, did you?
No. I did. No. Actually, no, I did this past weekend because she broke it.
What? How do you break a coat?
That coat. Zippers break all the time, right?
Yeah.
How many times have you been trying to zip up and it ain't working because you didn't use your zipper lube?
You didn't use it. I was going to ask, did you use zipper lube?
And that happened this weekend. She got trapped in the coat because the zipper stopped working. And then, get this, the coat that she stole from me 26 years ago, she asked me if I would help get her out of it.
Did you? She's still in it.
I said, no, you're going to have to pull it over your head. She's like, but can you just fix the zipper? No, I can't fix the zipper that you've abused for 26 years. My hands don't work properly because of the arthritis caused by the cold that I've had to endure because I haven't had a winter coat for 26 years. No, I can't fix the zipper.
You know they sell winter coats at everywhere.
Why would I buy a winter coat? I have a winter coat.
Yeah, but you don't have a winter coat because your wife took yours.
Well, that's I'm just saying.
That's on you.
I'm just saying.
That's on you.
The point is.
Yeah, the point.
The point is.
Yeah.
If your wife, or I'm sure it goes the other way too, or husband, has stolen an article of clothing, it behooves you immediately, post haste, pause this, go to where they keep that article of clothing, take it back, and don't just hide it. Put it in a safe. If you have a local bank, put it in a safety deposit box, give it to a friend, hide it. Hide it to the point where they start to wonder where it is, and keep that going. Don't let them know that you know where it is. And then slowly begin to mock them for losing that article of clothing until they just don't want to talk about it anymore. Then wait 1 to 2 years and then slowly start bringing that article out and wearing it. Then act like, then that's when you're in prime.
And you're like, what, this old thing?
Yeah, prime gaslighting. I've always, it's my coat.
My dad gave me this coat
my tie,
in 1999 or 2000.
It's my tutu. It's whatever it is that you've taken back.
I don't loan out my tutus.
Wear it proudly.
Yeah.
A little tip from your Uncle Mike. But a beautiful coat. I think it costs more than $20-$30.
Yeah. Oh,
they don't make them like that anymore.
No, they do not.
90s ski jacket. Are you kidding me?
Did you now with the ski jackets? You got to go skiing once, and you always have to leave your ticket.
Skiing. No.
You got to leave your ticket on the thing.
Yeah.
That always annoyed me so much.
But it does have the ticket on the ticket holder.
These fellow students at high school, you always knew who skied and who did not ski because they would have like 30, 40 tags on their zipper. And then they would go again. I was like, is it a rite of passage? Is it a bragging thing? It's like, hey, I've gone skiing more than you have because I've went once. So all you have to do is have 2, and then you've beaten me. Yeah.
No, it's like the people that have all the little, I ran this many miles, or here's all the parks I visited.
Yeah.
Or the one I still don't get, the palm tree with the little moon.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Little sticker on the back of the cars. I still don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I think it's an Illuminati symbol.
Remember when we were welcome to?
We were welcome. Darren and I were both welcome to join.
I forgot to fill out that paperwork.
Yeah, we were going to join the Illuminati.
God,
wonder where this show would be if we had done that.
You're listening to Irritable Dad Syndrome, made with all natural ingredients.
That's right.
I went skiing once, and some friends of mine in high school were going to go, and hey, you want to come with us? And I said, I don't know how to ski. And they said, we will teach you how to ski. And I said, I don't believe you. And they said, no, seriously, come on up. It's not as hard as it looks. We will teach you how to ski. It'll be fun. And I said, I was very reluctant. I said, okay. So we get there, and Mike, putting my skis on was the most difficult thing I've ever done. Just putting on the skis. Then you get the skis on, and I'm like, can't stand because I'm sliding and then my right foot goes one way, my left foot goes another way, and then I'm falling. I'm like, this is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And they said, all right, come on. And I said, well, there's over here, the bunny slope is what they call it, the bunny slope.
Yeah.
This is where we had the lessons. I'm going to do some lessons real quick. And they said, no, come on up. We're going to show you. And I said, okay, all right. So I made a big mistake that I make with a lot of my friends, and I believed them. I trusted them. So we get on the lift, and we're going up to the first hill, and we get to the top of the first hill, and they open up the door on the lift, and I get out, and
shove you out.
I wiped out. I fell face first, and there's this big, brawny, very strong man working, and I'm thinking he's going to like grab me by the coat. Here, son, let me help you stand up. No. What does he do?
Take a picture.
You better get up.
Oh.
I said, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm trying as hard as I can, and I finally managed to get up, and I work my way over to the top of the hill. And my 2 friends are like, okay, you ready? And they said you keep your left foot and your right foot pointed in toward each other, and this is how you stand, and this is how you hold your ski poles, and they take off. I take off. I instantly crashed. They're gone. Gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're on your own. I cannot see them. They are gone. They left me.
Hey, what happened?
Let me say it again. Gone. So I stand up, fall, stand up, fall, stand up, fall, stand up again. My ski fell off. So and then it starts sliding away from me, and I'm crawling on the ground because you can't walk with one ski on. At least I can't. I get the ski, I put it on my foot, and then I manage to get up, not without falling a couple of more times. I'm cussing. I'm angry. I am hot. I'm sweating. And I'm trying to ski, and I go and I fall, and I go and I fall. I finally start to get it. Okay. I'm like, okay, all right. And it's a straight line. I'm not going to try and do one of the slalom? Is that what they call it? I'm like, I'm going in a straight line. Everything's good. Somebody falls in front of me, and I think, well, I'll just go around them.
Yeah.
No. Bam! Fall.
Mm-hmm.
I finally made it to the bottom of the hill, and I said, screw this. I turned my skis in. I went and I got something to drink, and I sat there in front of the fire for like 2 or 3 hours before my friends ever came back. And I said, thanks for the lesson. Thank you so much for teaching me how to ski.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I got another tale for you. I'm gonna file this under the Mike and Andrew are watching every movie that Darren hates and loving it.
Okay.
Inglourious Bastards. Did you like Inglourious Bastards?
I loved the opening scene.
Okay. We finally watched that this week, and Andrew was enraptured with it.
I will give it another try. When we watched it, our TV was smaller. We had a much smaller television than what we have now.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is subtitled. Okay.
Yeah.
So we had to watch it, pause, read what it said.
Oh my God.
Play, pause, read what it said.
Okay.
It took us 7 hours to watch a 2-hour movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, the opening scene where Christoph Waltz is walking and he knows that spoiler, he knows that the people are underneath the floor and then they shoot up the floor. Yeah. That was really cool. The Inglourious Bastards is a lot like, what's that movie with Pyle?
Full Metal Jacket?
Full Metal Jacket.
What?
In that it has an opening sequence that's really, really cool, and then it stopped being cool for me.
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, Full Metal Jacket I thought was 2 movies. I thought it was a fantastic short film that ended, oh my God. And then the rest of the movie bored me to pieces. I don't even remember anything else about Full Metal Jacket.
Here's the weird thing about Darren and I, and longtime listeners know this.
The weird thing.
One of the weird things.
One of the many.
Is that we will agree on things to a disgusting level.
Oh, yeah.
To where other people are
like, we get it. You guys like the same thing. You guys love The Lord of the Rings.
Other people are repulsed. It's like, can you guys stop talking about Breaking Bad?
Yes.
And the Avengers and the Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
And oh my God, I'm going to bring up Soundgarden pretty soon, and this dude's going to lose his mind.
Yeah.
And so we'll have it that, and then every once in a while, one of us will mention something that the other one can't stand. And we turn on each other like a pair of Wolverines.
You turn on me more than I turn on you.
I do. I don't know what it is. It's a
you are an only
flaw.
child. You are an only child, and you can't stand it if there's something that you like that I don't.
Well,
or vice
I see
versa.
it as a challenge. If somebody besmirches something that I like in this household,
I can't besmirching things.
I will tear into them like, what do you mean? What do you mean you don't like Sanford and Son? Is it Sanford? Is it Son? Is it Grady?
Rest in peace, Lamont.
Yeah.
By the way, Damon Wilson.
Yeah, every once in a while we hit one of those, and you can just almost hear the record scratch, tire screech. I'll say, I saw something, and then you'll be on the side, and you'll be like, well, that sucked.
Did somebody bring up John Wick again? Oh, God. John Wick is the perfect example.
Yeah.
We're at a party. Somebody brings up John Wick. If Mike and I are at the same party, I've got to go get more snacks. I think I left my gloves in the car. I'll be back in 10 minutes after Mike is done.
Part of the reason is we've said what needs to be said. It's a Hatfield-McCoy situation.
That's true.
Right? They hit a point where talking just ain't doing it anymore.
No.
We're down to moonshine and shotguns at this point.
Yeah.
So, so I've hit that point, and that's one of them is Tarantino movies.
Yeah.
Man, we go back and forth. Like, sometimes we agree.
Yeah.
Other times we don't. Now, I went this weekend, and I didn't ask you to go because I don't know geography, and I'm going to explain this. We went to Charlie's basketball game.
Okay.
In Loveland?
Loveland. I know where Loveland is.
What's the other one that sounds like that?
Milford?
No.
Cleveland?
No, this is
Saratoga?
People are going to love this.
Okay.
Us going back and forth. There was another place that I always confused with Loveland.
Loveville?
And I thought we were near one of my favorite record stores of all time, Plaid Room Records.
Yeah.
Turns out we were a half hour away from it. But anyway, I was like, well, I've already said I'm going. So we get done with the game. Charlie goes with Bess. We had driven separately because of logistical reasons.
And I'm sure Bess and Charlie have no interest at all in going into a record
That's
store with you.
No, she mentioned, do you think Charlie would go? And I was like, I've been in record stores with Charlie, and sometimes he wants to be there. I don't think he'll want to be there at this place.
He eventually just starts trying to chew off his own foot.
Yeah. So that's a long explanation as to why I didn't ask you to go.
Was it Lebanon?
Lebanon. So the game was in Lebanon.
Yeah.
And Plaid Room Records is in Loveland.
It just came to me.
Loveland, Lebanon. They sound the same.
They sound the same. They smell the same.
I go into Plaid Room Records. Now, the cool thing about Plaid Room Records, they have used albums, but they also have new albums. And they have like new old albums, like all the if you want to remaster, you go there. And I'm just like looking through all the cool stuff. On the back wall, they have harder to find stuff. And whoa, Nelly, it's expensive. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my problem with vinyl.
That's where you find your entire Gordon Lightfoot collection box set.
Gord's Gold, man.
Now,
Sundown.
There's another section up closer to the registers where they have the really choice stuff, like the fancy good stuff. Stuff's like $200-$300. So I just went up there. I was done looking. I got the Lord of the Rings: Return of the King soundtrack. I had that ready.
Okay.
And I go up there.
I have that on CD.
And I was looking at the super expensive box sets. This is $200. This is $300. This one's $40. What the hell? There was something in there that was $40.
What?
And I'm like, that's a misprint. And I look at it, and it looks really cool. It's 4 albums. I pull it out of the thing, and it says across the top, Soundgarden. Now, you may have heard of them.
I love Soundgarden.
I
have seen them live.
I turned it over. I looked at the track list. I didn't recognize half of the tracks, which is weird because I am a Soundgarden fan. Okay?
Yeah. There's stuff on this live album that they never performed live.
Yeah, I learned that from I turned back around to the sticker. I had to check it.
In a fit of jealousy, I went and did some research on what you just purchased and said to myself,
I was standing there in the store. I was inspecting it for damage. I was like, there has to be something. There has to be Ebola in this thing.
Wait a minute. There's a hole in this album.
There's got to be something wrong with it. And then I was like, this is a Soundgarden cover band. That's why it's so cheap.
Oh, yes.
And then I thought, it's got to be a misprint. There's no way this is only $40.
This is Garden of Sound.
Yes. So I took it up fully ready for them to say, oh, we mispriced it. It's supposed to be $400 and whatever. And they rang it up. And I just took I have it. I currently have it.
Yeah, it's like
and 80, I sent you pictures immediately.
It's like $80 on Amazon.
Is it really?
Something like that, yeah. I don't know why they priced it at $40. I honestly believe that you bought an accidental sale. You did.
Well, they do. One thing they do there, and you joked about a hole in the album.
There's a hole in it.
They do
Remember on A Mighty Wind, where they had their first 2 albums, they didn't put the hole in the album, and they had to put it in themselves.
This portion of Irritable Dad Syndrome is brought to you by Meemaw's Country Kitchen Cheese Titties, the crispy, cheesy treats you'll crave. Hi, I'm Dave Lay, and I love titties, especially Meemaw's Country Kitchen Cheese Titties. Baked with a rich, sweet, and cheesy flavor, you'll taste the difference when you bite into these titties. These snacks are so good, if you put one titty in your mouth, I'll guarantee you'll want more. Meemaw's Country Kitchen Cheese Titties. Ask for them by name. Now back to you, Mike and Devin.
Welcome back to Irritable Dad Syndrome. I'm Darren.
I'm Mike.
Let's do a Kroger story of the week.
Oh.
Okay.
It's time now for the Kroger Story of the Week.
So I am on the Southern Culture on the Skids Facebook page.
Yeah.
And somebody posted a picture of, okay, let's rewind a little bit.
Okay.
Southern Culture on the Skids do a song called Banana Puddin'.
Puddin'. Puddin'.
And it's one of the most popular songs that they play. And when they do it, somebody always brings banana pudding to the show and hands it out to people in the audience.
Like people, like someone with the band or somebody in the audience?
A fan of the show.
Okay.
It's always a fan of the show. Somebody brings fried chicken. Somebody brings banana pudding.
Okay.
Somebody will bring oatmeal cream pies and throw cream pies out to the audience.
Okay.
So anyway, Banana Puddin' is one of their most famous songs. So somebody posts on Southern Culture on the Skids Facebook page a photo of Little Debbie banana pudding cream pies, and I out loud said, "Shut up." And I started drooling a little bit. And I said, this can't be real. This is right. You're making this up. And I did some of my own research, and I found out it appears to be a real product. So I was at Kroger, and I was with tears in my eyes. They did not have the banana pudding cream pies. So remember the last time you and I ran into each other at Kroger, and you said that the people I was talking to, I didn't really know them?
Yeah.
That's not the case. I am on a first name basis with their manager.
Is it the
Vaughn,
guy with the glasses?
guy with the sunglasses?
Okay.
Yes. So whenever I see him, "Hey Vaughn," and he will stop. "How are you?" I said, "I am great." And he always asks, "How's it going?" and what's happening and everything. So I was so upset that I did not have my banana pudding cream pies that when I went up, he was walking by, and I didn't snap my fingers, but I'm like, Vaughn. And he says, "Yeah, what's going on?" And I pulled out my phone because I had saved a photo of it. "I need you to get me these." He's like, oh. Now Vaughn wants a banana pudding cream pie.
Yeah.
And he said, are these real? And I said, apparently so, but you don't have them back there. And I told him, I said, look, I need you to order these for me. I need you to get them, because apparently you can order them and have them delivered to the house. But if this package comes to my house, my wife is going to see it, and she's going to ask, why am I ordering these snacks? And are you going to show them to the kids? No, I'm not going to show them to the kids. No. What you do is when you buy these, you buy them at the store and you keep them in the car. And if you decide to just start crying while you eat them, well, it's in the car and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't count if you're
I told him, I said, the calories don't count if you eat them, especially if you eat them behind the grocery store.
Yeah.
While you're parked in your car.
Yeah.
So I said, I need you to order these for me. And he says, let me look. I'll see what I can do. And he says, and we really don't have them back there. And one of his associates, one of the persons who bags the groceries, Kelsey, a man named Kelsey.
Yeah.
Kelsey
Grammar.
said, "Did you go to Walmart?" And then the cashier said, "They got everything at Walmart."
They do.
And I just looked at them, and I looked at Vaughn, and I'm like, your guys here are trying to get me to leave Kroger and go buy them at the Walmart.
Yeah.
But she's like, they got everything at Walmart.
They do. I mean,
So, but anyway, Vaughn is going to look into it, and hopefully he will be able to get me my banana pudding cream pies.
he's on the case. How do you meet Vaughn and get on a first name basis with Vaughn? How do you operate?
Well,
How do you talk to people? Well, you were there.
How do I talk to people?
Yeah. So did you
not,
meet him?
You're not being sarcastic.
No.
Okay.
You met him at Kroger, right? In the store, or did you meet him like
in
elsewhere?
the store. In the store.
So how does that happen? You're at the store. You're buying whatever weird you buy.
Yeah. I buy such weird stuff.
And he's always up at the front. So
He's usually up at the front.
You've got your chapstick, bananas, and Oreos,
and my mouse traps,
and mouse traps,
and my wool socks.
Now you've bought them, right? And now
Yes.
you're walking out and you see Vaughn. How does your first interaction go?
Okay, so for the longest time, I would see him walking by. If he was like every now and then, he would run a register.
Yeah.
And then I would talk to him. He's a super nice guy.
Like what? How? Like talk how?
Okay, he would, when he would run the register, would ask what they all asked. Did you find everything okay?
Okay.
How's it going? And you know me.
Yeah.
I talk and talk and talk
Yeah.
and talk and talk.
Yeah.
And I can't forget those onions. My wife's making a casserole, and if I forget those,
yeah,
hell to pay. He goes, oh, yeah, I know,
yeah.
So that's what I do. I over-talk to people.
Okay.
So I had seen him time and time and time again. The first time I ever spoke with him, we had Christmas was coming up,
Okay.
and I always make punch at our when we have a party, and I always put lime sherbet in there.
Yeah.
And so I went one week and they were out of lime sherbet. I went a second week, they were out of lime sherbet. I went a third time, they were still out of lime sherbet. And this is when I'm like, I need to get somebody involved in this. So this is the first time I spoke with Vaughn. I called him over and I said, excuse me, sir, have you guys stopped carrying lime sherbet? And I said, because I can't find it. And I said, and I love it, and I need it for my punch. He goes, yeah, I love lime sherbet too. So we've got something in common.
Okay.
He and I are like lime sherbet brothers.
See, can I pause you for a moment?
You always do.
I'm already out of the story, because if I am you and I'm in this situation and I'm there for the third week looking for the lime sherbet, I just say, well, they don't have lime sherbet.
Right.
And I go get some Snickers or something and leave.
Well, eventually.
And I never meet Vaughn.
Eventually, I did go and I bought lime sherbet at Meijer, and it was not good.
Yeah,
it was not good.
They don't
at
have,
all.
Yeah, they're not good at it.
Yeah, it was like the green was like a Hulk green sherbet.
No.
When you buy the Kroger lime sherbet, it's like a nice
Minty
pastel,
green.
a minty
pastel.
Easter green.
You don't want Hulk green on your sherbet.
No, you don't. And
Play-Doh, yes.
And it didn't have the same flavor. So, but Vaughn's like, I like lime sherbet too.
Yeah.
And so that was the first time I talked to him. And then, like a year or so later, I had bought hamburger, and I'd bought 2 packages of hamburger, but I left it at the store. Have you ever bought something and you forget to? You either accidentally leave it in the buggy, or sometimes they forget to put it. They'll bag it and they'll leave it at the register.
I've taken something out in the buggy and realized I didn't pay for it, and I've had to go back.
I've done that before too. Yeah. So I had accidentally left hamburger there, and I called the store and I said, I bought hamburger there yesterday. Did anybody return hamburger or something? Because they do that. If something is left, they'll bring it to the front desk. And if a customer comes,
got a box with
a lost or found with rotten meat. Well, usually if it's
they would put it back in the refrigerator.
If it's like that, they'll put it back in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
And he was so cool. He says, "Just come on by."
Oh.
And so I came by and I went up to the front desk and he goes, "Oh, it's you. I know you."
Sherbet guy.
He says, "I see you here 2 or 3 times a week."
Yeah.
He says, "Go back, get the hamburger, and you don't even have to come back. We're good."
Yeah.
And so Vaughn's awesome.
Yeah.
And every time I see him, I stop him and I talk to him. I say hi.
Yeah.
And
okay.
I introduced the kids to him one time.
Okay.
I said, "Hey kids, this is Vaughn."
Yeah.
And if he's running a register, I say, "Vaughn, why are
okay.
you working and all these other yokels are doing nothing?"
Yeah.
He says, "You need to be making them do all the work." He goes, "I'm trying."
This has been the Kroger Story of the Week.
It's just my gift. I just talk to people.
I have the Dunkin' Donuts guy in the morning.
Yeah.
They know me when I come through there. I don't even stop at the little talkie thing anymore. I get really pissed at people who do.
Talkie thing.
Yeah, I've become a Dunkin' snob, man. I'll pull up. They have 2 little lanes there, and they alternate. You know, if one's talking, that you gotta wait, and I find the open lane. I just zoom by. I love the looks on people's faces when I do that, because I do the mobile order, and they know my car. They see the Kia coming. They practically are like handing the coffee out. It's always the same guy. And he's awesome. He knows who I am.
Yeah.
If I pull up in Bess's car, he's shocked. We've talked about the snow.
Yeah.
I came by on Saturday. He's like, "You got to work today."
Yeah.
So we have that kind of relationship.
Yes.
But I don't know. I haven't like gone deep on sherbet or the dissemination of his forces.
Banana pudding forces that be.
Forces, yeah.
Hey, this is Rick from Southern Culture on the Skids, and you are listening to Irritable Dad Syndrome.
We had a question about our bill with our dentist office, and Libby asked me if I would call and take care of it, and I was like, "I don't want to call and take care of it." She says, "Would you please? I'm slammed." So I did, and I call, and it's like, for new patients, press 1. For existing patients, press 2. And then if you would like to call about setting an appointment or doing this, press 1. If you have a question about your bill or something, that's press 2, whatever. So the lady answers the phone, and I'm like, and the first thing I say is, hey, it's Darren. I know I'm your favorite patient. Listen to me. Listen, you guys, I know you love me. I know I'm your favorite patient there. Can we stop with this press 1, press 2 nonsense?
Yeah.
Don't I deserve a direct line? Can I get a direct line? And then she's laughing. And of course, and when she starts laughing, that just provokes me and makes me get worse. And then I started talking about, she's talking about, it sure is cold. Yeah, it is cold outside. Yeah. I said, and then, the big snowstorm is going to come. Some people say we're getting 12 inches. Some people say we're getting 6 inches. Some people are going to get 7. So I don't know if we're going to get 6 or 7. And then she said, is that like a 6-7 joke? Are you really doing a 6-7 joke? I was like, no, Lee, I'm not doing a 6-7 joke with you. I mean, I'm not above doing that. Whatever. Make a long story short, I was supposed to call and ask about the problem. 10 minutes later, I'm still yapping and doing my comedy routine with the girl, the lady, the female, the woman who answered the phone at my dentist office. Okay. And I went upstairs and I yelled at Libby a little bit. I was like, I told you I didn't want to call them because I can't just call and ask a question. I have to yap. Ah,
waka, waka, waka.
It's time now for an Irritable Dad Syndrome previous story update.
So, got a couple of updates. Last week we talked about the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe trailer.
Yes.
I went and did some research on my own, and it turns out that Thundar the Barbarian actually predates He-Man.
Does he?
And some people say that He-Man was inspired by Thundar the Barbarian. So, I'm not throwing shade on He-Man.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if you've never watched Thundar the Barbarian, it's worth a watch.
Did you ever watch Voltron?
No.
You didn't, what do you mean no? You're saying it like a...
What do you mean? What do I mean no?
You said like no.
No, I didn't mean to sound like no.
I don't watch that.
No,
that like I asked you if you watched like animal porn.
No. No. Is it cheetah? Because they're fast. No,
That rhinoceros is horny. No, don't. No, please. Cut all of that.
Nope, not cutting that. Nope. No, I've been talking for so long this episode. I think I've gotten more words out this episode than most. And that was I was just kind of tired.
Yeah, you're just tired of saying normal things.
I've never watched Voltron, and I remember you wore the shirt one day, the Voltron shirt.
I don't have a Voltron shirt. I would like a Voltron.
Somebody I know has a Voltron shirt.
Friends of the show, if you want to send me a Voltron shirt.
Now, somebody I know has a Voltron shirt, and I'm like, who is that? And they're like, what do you mean, who is that?
Voltron,
and I'm like, what do you mean, what do I mean, who is that?
Okay.
When I say, who is that, I don't know the name of the person on your shirt.
So Voltron was like an 80s anime, but we didn't call it anime back then. It was just, he's watching one of them cartoons.
Yeah,
and Voltron was basically these 5 people who rode mechanical lions. They piloted them. And then when got real, those 5 lions would jump up into the sky and they would become Voltron, who's like a robot.
Okay.
Who's made up of the 5 lions. 2 lions are the legs, 2 are the arms, and then one's the body with the head. And
smoking some pot back then.
The sequence of him becoming Voltron, it's just like a half-hour show, which with commercials and everything, it's a 20-minute show. 15 minutes of that show is the transformation into Voltron. So every episode was the first 1 or 2 minutes, whatever is going to happen is happening. Then they go through the 15-minute turn it into Voltron sequence, and then he swings his sword and kills whatever it is. And then they say, next week on Voltron. They show part of the thing. Anyway, the point is... Clearly, Voltron was, and I mean, when I'm saying they took 15 minutes to transform, each character is saying, "I'll make up the right leg.
I'll make up the left leg."
And it goes, and it has like the 80s, and then I'll make up the left leg. I'll be the left arm, and I'll be the right arm.
And you're like, I'm gonna go get some cereal.
And then the last guy is always like, and I'll make up the torso and the head. And then it shows Voltron like up in the sky with
Are you
bolts.
serious?
I'm dead serious.
It was that lame?
Yes. And bolts of light are coming out of him. And it's like, it had a really good, it had one of the coolest theme songs ever. And then the voiceover guy, which I think was the guy that did Optimus Prime, said, Voltron, defender of the universe, is ready to smack that ass, or whatever it says. And he reaches behind his...
And then they played the porn music.
He reaches behind, he's got a Volt sword, which is basically a lightsaber, but they couldn't call it that. It's a laser sword. And the face of Voltron is inside a lion's mouth, and the lion's mouth goes roar and roar. I mean, it goes on. You think the Hulk transformation in the 70s show took forever?
It did take forever.
It has nothing on Voltron. I mean, It would go on and on. When he started turning the Voltron, that's when you go pop the popcorn, take a nap, come back. Oh, they're just on the left arm. Come back.
I'm gonna go poop.
But it was an amazing show. But at the end of every show, because they had to, whatever the problem was, they had to turn into Voltron. And at the end of every show, they split up into the 5 lions again, and they went to their separate places. Like, what's the point? Why did you keep... Every show is just you coming together and going apart again. Just stay together. It's like watching a band break up and get back together every show. Yeah, come on, man. Let Ringo drum. Just go. Just be together.
You're all fired up today.
Voltron pissed me off.
Yeah.
They've made a modern version of the show, but it's nowhere near as good. It's on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
But look up, I tell you what, you'll see the entire transformation if you look up Voltron on the YouTubes. Look up Voltron transformation.
Okay. I will
take a nap before you do.
I will. I have 2 more updates. We have a listener who sent in a message. Dear Irritable Dad Syndrome. Okay, just so you know, most recipes Mike and I were talking about the breakfast casserole and the difficulty in getting the recipe.
Okay.
That's the what's the word I'm thinking of?
That's the gist.
Context. Dear Irritable Dad Syndrome. Okay, just so you know, most recipes at the very beginning will say skip to the recipe. If you click on that, it will skip you right to the recipe. Please mention me on the podcast. Love, Mom.
Okay, let me...
That was my mom.
Oh, okay, all right.
So careful.
I'm not...
But Mom, if you had listened, Mom, we tried to skip to the recipe, and it didn't. Mom doesn't listen.
Darren's mom.
God love her.
This is episode... What is this, 295?
295.
We're not at the point yet where I will just launch out and attack anybody. So I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Love you very much.
Yeah. That's right. Finally, our third update. We have had more than one person send us. There's this meme.
A meme is
there's on the Facebook of the 2 aliens from Sesame Street.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, it's my favorite Sesame Street guys. Yeah.
We have had more than one person, probably 3 or 4 people say, hey, this is Mike and Darren.
Yeah.
And I think it's hysterical every single time.
It does wonders for the old ego there. Yeah.
Radio. Whoop, whoop. So by special request. Yep. Last night I went out to dinner with Dave Lay, our announcer.
Hi, I'm Dave Lay.
And our old friend Eric Ritter. You have not met Eric Ritter, but you need to meet Eric Ritter. I've got to get you in the same... Ritter. R-E-D-D. Like he is redder than that thing, which is not as red as he is. R-E-D-D-E-R. Eric Ritter. We went to this little restaurant called The Back Porch. Okay, The Back Porch has got some good food. Dave and I got there first, and we walked in, and the hostess, she said, 2? I said, oh, no, we've got one more person coming. And she goes, oh, okay, that's fine. She goes over and brings us to our table, and I said, and here's another example of me talking when I don't need to talk.
Okay.
I should have just said thank you, and I sat down. I said, look, our friend Eric, when he comes, he... You'll know when he gets here because he acts like he's better than everybody else.
Okay.
He's got this kind of, she says, an aura? Yeah. He's got this aura about himself, like he's all that.
Yeah.
And she goes, okay, well, I'll keep an eye out for him. I said, okay. Mm-hmm. So Dave and I sat there and we're talking, and Eric comes in and he sits down at the table. Hey, guys. Our waitress walks by and she goes, I see what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
And I gave her a really good tip
there you
just because she played along.
Yeah.
So if you are a waiter or a waitress and you got some bonehead like me screwing around making idiotic jokes, play along. It makes the night even funner. I thought it was hysterical.
Time now for the Weird Al Yankovic song segment of the week. This has been the Weird Al Yankovic song segment of the week.
I am going to make a prediction, and Mike, I want you to tell me if you agree with me. I don't know if you watched the Grammys.
No.
Did you see any clips?
No.
Did you see
I got into an argument in
Did you
Facebook
see
about
any
it.
red carpet footage?
No.
Okay. Do you know who Chappelle Roan is?
No.
Chapel Roan?
No.
Okay. Remember last week when I was singing Pink Pony Club?
Yeah.
Okay. I brought this on myself.
Okay.
All week long, I've had Pink Pony Club in my head.
Okay.
And I can't get it out. I'm going to have to. And then maybe that will get the song out of my head. Anyway, my prediction is eventually women are going to be completely naked, head to toe, at all award shows.
Hello.
Chapel Roan shows up, and she's got her both of her boobs are completely out, and there's fabric hanging below the her boobs, connected by like where the nipples are pierced.
I said to myself, boy, this could be almost too much entertainment, you know?
Okay.
And I don't mean to sound like a prude,
Yeah.
but I'm like, girl, you got to put some clothes on.
Yeah.
My God. And I blame Cher.
Yeah.
I think
Sounds
Cher,
like I'm gonna have to start watching the Grammys.
I think Cher was the first one, and she may not have been, but Cher went to the Oscars when she won for Moonstruck, and you could see like all the way through her her dress. And then remember when Lady Gaga would show up in the egg, and then Bjork showed up like wearing that duck
Bjork
or the
had the
goose,
hair.
the flamingo, the what's it called, the
Platypus.
swan, the swan. Yeah, Bjork came dressed as a platypus. And they do all this for shock value.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, I don't get it. I don't get it. And somebody had commented, man, if somebody had stepped on that fabric, it would have yanked both of those right out of her nipples.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cameron went to a dance a few months ago.
I gotta look this
and
up.
go ahead. You go ahead and look that up.
I'll do it.
Cameron went to a dance, and Libby and I drove him to the restaurant. And then we were supposed to drive them to the restaurant. And then after that, we were going to drive them to the dance. Okay, so we get there, and 90% of the girls going to said dance are wearing skirts that are so short. Literally, they're walking and they're pulling them down as they walk so that they don't reveal anything. There's no room for error here at all. And
Holy
then, right?
That's what you're talking about, right?
That's what
there.
I'm talking about. She's practically naked. And
I thought you were exaggerating.
no, I'm not exaggerating.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just like, I mean, eventually, I think that's where they're going. I think that's what women, apparently, that's what women want. Because 90% of the girls at the high school were wearing dresses that were next to nothing. Their tops were about to fall out, and their bottoms were about to be exposed as well. And I have two sons. Mike has two sons. Libby and I have said repeatedly, I'm so glad that I don't have a daughter. And if I did, I would sound like Tony Danza. You go back in your room and you put on some clothes or whatever. Yeah. It's like, okay, you're at a beach and you're going to wear a bikini. Okay, wear a bikini to the beach. But you're going to a dance at the school. You're not going to be walking around all night pulling it down so that your hoo-ha doesn't get shown off to everybody. Am I a prude?
Yep.
Yep.
We gotta put a bullet in this one.
We do. We're going to go. We want you to go to Irritable Dad Syndrome. If you haven't been to our website,
Oh, my
our website's-
Lord.
Oh, my God.
It's pretty.
I mean, I wish that you could see how it was when we first started it. And when we first started it, it was pretty good. Our website looks awesome now. So go to our website, check it out. And when you say to yourself, damn, that looks pretty good, that's because of my buddy Mike here. Mike does a kick-ass job with our website. Every episode that we have, you can listen to at irritabledadsyndrome.com.
And all
you
the
can
videos associated
Yep,
with it and
yeah,
everything are
yeah.
like, right. It's every episode has its own page and all the videos and all that stuff is connected. It's beautiful.
You can buy merchandise.
Yeah.
So you can go to Patreon. You can join our club if you want to do that. So that's all there. And hey, we hope you come back next week on Irritable Dad Syndrome.
Irritable Dad Syndrome is a Mike Odell, Darren Cox production.
Welcome back to Irritable.
Welcome back to the show.
Welcome back to Irritable Dad Syndrome.
Yeah.
Let's try that again.
It'll work. We'll be good.
Yeah,
We'll be good.
I think it's going to be great. It's going to work out. It's going to be fantastic. Smells like a great podcast, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ready to start?
Are you ready to start?
I'm ready.
My prediction is
1080.
everybody wants to be naked and famous.
Okay.
Did you ever listen to The Presidents of the United States of America?
I did. I had that album.
I've got that album. I remember I loved listening to that album.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a good story.
I don't know.
Okay.
Is that? Are you having a baby?
Oh, my tummy's grumbly today.
Huggy balls. We're gonna be talking about Patreon tonight, man. I'm telling you, you're gonna like it.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah, do I look like I'm looking that way? I'm trying to be more personable.
Yeah. And so thank you for listening. Scene.
Thank you guys for coming.
Word to your mother.
Word.
Yep, whoop, 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 yep, radio, whoop, 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 yep, 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 whoop, 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 whoop,
okay.
Yep, whoop.
What does folding the cheese mean?
He folds it in.
I understand that, but how do you fold it? Do you fold it in half like a piece of paper and drop it in the pot, or what do you do?
David, I cannot show you everything.
Okay, well, can you show me one thing?
Here's what you do. You just fold it in.
Okay, I don't know how to fold broken cheese like that.
And I don't know how to be any clearer. You take that thing that's in your hand, and you...
If you say fold in one more time...
It says fold it in!
This is your recipe! You fold in the cheese then!
Don't you dare!
You fold it in!
David! Oh, good. Now I see bubbles.